Let's roll the dice. Taurus. Next reading is for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. And let me make this note here so I keep track of all the readings I'm doing. Taurus. Okay. Ta-da. Do-do. Okay, awesome. Next reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric. I am your Dice Diviner. What I do is I roll astrology dice, and those allow me to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on right now. And then I look at tarot cards. With that, I'm able to see the energy and the guidance and the pathway moving forward. So let me go ahead and roll the dice, see what message we have for you. Taurus. Leo. 6. Okay, cool. So what I'm working with here is the first one that rolls out. It's the planet. The planet tells us what the situation is. The second one, the Zodiac, that tells me what the actions or feelings are around this situation. And then the last one, the number dice, that is astrological houses, and that tells me where in your life this is playing out. Okay, so what this is showing to me, just by what I know about these, we have Uranus, Leo, and 6th house. Okay, I feel like this is telling you to make that, be courageous to make the changes that you need to in your day-to-day life to get to the next chapter, the next frontier, okay? That's what I always say when I see Uranus. It's like, we're going to the next frontier, because tell me that doesn't look like a spaceship, right? Right? Like, if you grew up in a Star Trek household like I did, that looks like the Starship Enterprise, USS Enterprise, right? So, let me show you the card. Uranus, however you want to say this, whatever. The word on there is change, okay? Big changes. But not like in a scary way. This is like a controlled way, right? Like, you have the power to make the changes that are necessary in this situation. But I feel like this is I'll just tell you what I see here. Okay, so the situation is making the change. Okay, the second one that I look at tells me the actions to take around it is like that fiery lion energy, Leo, of just do it. It's your time to shine. You know the changes that are needed to make to get to the next chapter, to get to the next season, to get to wherever it is that you're going towards. But what needs to be done? Where does it need to be done? What actions do you need to take? You need to work on whatever. It's like a day-to-day thing, daily, because that's what the 6th house to me, when I see that, is like routines, habits. Well, not so much routines, but more like the self-care, the who you are when no one else is around. Like, yeah, you can go put your best face on and go out there, but like, it all starts at home, right? 6th house. That's where everything's playing out here for you. 6th house. Sustainability is what this card says. You know, I'm gonna look at my other cards that I have here too. I have these other astrology cards. I have so many different like decks that I use, like, it's ridiculous. But when I go out into public, this is usually the ones I use. 6th house. It says establishing foundations, health, daily life, and practical details. So yes, the day-to-day things that you need to do to take care of yourself to get you to that next goal. So it's like, if you have this big goal in mind that, hey, I want to make this big change in my health, Um, it it only happens when you make a daily commitment to that. Okay. Um, like I said, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take this as if it resonates with you, but I kind of feel like you have this goal that you're working towards that is going to help you with your stability. They're going to help you with this situation that you've been dealing with, but it's like you have to make that daily commitment to do that. You have to light that fire up inside of yourself every day to commitment to yourself. Okay, let's look at the tarot cards. I always forget my little timer. I'm gonna put my timer on now. Okay. Taurus. Okay, we're gonna look at some tarot cards to see what the message is for you. Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Let me go ahead and just pull the cards underneath as well. Two of Wands, Chariot, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so situation. Like I said, situation at hand, that's Uranus energy with Judgment and Two of Wands. Okay, so when it comes to the situation that, don't judge yourself too harshly, right? Like judgment, this is just really accepting what is. Accepting that the change needs to happen, accepting that you need to make a plan. You need to make a plan and maybe even have an accountability partner to be able to work on this. Like, okay, accountability partner. This is making me think of, okay, a term that some people might know in the neurodivergent community of body doubling. Okay. When it comes to some of these tasks that we need to do, when it, like, something that I always hear in the coffee shops that I go do coffee shops in a college town. So I'm like always hearing these college students saying, it's time to lock in. And like, so there's like, 3-4 people all working together on a project there, but like they're quiet because they all have their own individual tasks they need to work on. But the body doubling thing is like, I'll check in with you in 15 minutes to see how things are going on your project. Right? I was so fortunate at the tech job that I worked at that like they actually had a neurodivergent. They didn't call it that. What do they call it? Like, it's one of those like ERGs, employee resource groups. So like they have them for different minorities. They have them for different like there's like a queer group. There was a black group. There was all these different groups, but the one that I remember, they started doing body doubling there as well. And I was like, oh, this is really interesting because if we can't stay focused on ourselves and work on the task, because we're all, like, this started during COVID, and like we're all at home, I'm in here at this desk working on my stuff, but it's like having someone that you can talk to, like we would have our Zooms on, we would have our videos on, and be able to check in with one another and be like, how's that project going? What are you working on? So like we make a plan together of like, in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be working on this task. And so this is just accepting that doing it on your own sometimes is not the way, right? Like we're humans. We need other people, right? Like, so it's okay to say that I need to make a plan, but it's hard to do it by myself, right? Like, and accepting that when I am working with other people, or when a supervisor is around, or when I have my friends around with me, that it's a lot easier for me to stick to my plan. And that's what this is all about, is really accepting that sometimes I need help. Sometimes I need to have a partnership, just to have somebody to cohabitate with, even. Like, it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship, but knowing that, oh, I'm gonna have somebody come over today and we're gonna like clean the house together, like, because I'm bed rotting if I don't do it with other people, right? Like, so it's okay to accept that sometimes you need to have people around to keep each other on task. Okay, so yeah, because this whole thing's talking about like your routines and your habits and the things that you need to survive to get to the next day. And this is really showing, okay, 9, a number of like manifestation, and Pentacles is really embodying that earth energy, which that's you, Taurus, that earth energy of really knowing that you can accomplish anything on your own. But when you got 2 people working together, we can accomplish way more, right? Let's get in this chariot. Let's ride together. Let's ride together. Like, okay, yes, there's one person inside of this this little chariot, but we got other people steering. We got the horses, or the cats in this case, steering, which is also very symbolic of the divine. You know, like you're getting inside of that's what I call it sometimes. It's like my divine spaceship. We're getting in this little spaceship. We're understanding that we're not going on it alone. We're having faith that we can partner with the right people, we're working with the right people, and we're able to go to that next step. We're able to manifest what it's needing to embody this. You're not driving alone in that car. If you were driving around in a car, you'd be walking, actually, right? You're not walking. You're in a vehicle. You're in a body. You're with other people, making that partnership with those around you to be able to get the task done. Having faith and trusting that universe got your back, your higher self got your back, the people around you, you're able to work together, right? So, future guidance is showing Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups is a messenger. Sometimes maybe that's messages around you, signs, synchronicities, confirmation. Maybe this tarot reading is that for you. But this is really showing this, you know that you have this magic that is to come out of you. You know that there is this action that needs to happen to get to the pentacle, to get the prize, right? We got a fish in one hand, we got a... me even saying that makes me think of what my grandma would say. You get shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up faster. Okay, so what does that mean here? What that means here is that you have this big dream. Fish is not going to fall from the sky unless there's some like weird thing happening where fish fall from the sky. I don't know. But in order to manifest what it is that you want and able to turn that fish into a coin, that you have to work on it daily. You have to acquire the skills. You have to accept that you're not fishing by yourself. That if there's one person reeling in the fish, one person watching the water, one person, like, this is really showing, this is like, if you're having trouble sticking to your daily routines, work with somebody. Work with somebody who has that same goal. Network. I see people do it all the time on Facebook. They're like, oh, I'm working from home, or I'm a mother, like, whatever it is. Like, do you want to meet up at a coffee shop so we can get focused on our goals together? Okay? And then we can turn all these crazy swimming fishes that we have everywhere into actual things. We can actually get things done together, right? Receiving the help, being, receiving, accepting and receiving. That's the message there. Accepting and receiving that in order for the big changes to happen, that you need to put yourself out there. You need to be confident when it comes to even saying, hey, I have a problem. Even saying that made me think of like a AA meeting. My name is Taurus, and I am admitting that I have an issue. But here I am with a group of people who also have issues, and we're able to speak about them, get it out, not be all flippy floppy like a fish on it, and then actually turn this into something that is going to come to fruition. Okay? So, making sustainable changes, making the changes that are necessary in your life with the people that are also working on the same thing together. So I'm going to pull out one more card. That was quick. Transformation. I don't know why I said it like that. But transformation. So in this deck, this is the Tower card. Okay? Significant life experiences that require changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. So yeah, this sums it up here. Is like, in order for you to make the change, yes, I see you in the chat. Ask the question, because Taurus reading is almost done here. That big radical changes are necessary. We started the reading off with change. Okay, and the very last word, well, not word, but the last card is talking about making the changes as well. So you know that there's a change that needs to happen, and this is telling you you're not doing it by yourself. You need to accept that. You need to humble yourself and know that, okay, this change is necessary, and I've been trying to do it all by myself, and you don't have to. You don't have to do this all by yourself. This is telling you to be confident, admit you have an issue, work with the people that have similar issues, get into a network of some sort, go into just go to a coffee shop, hang out, whatever it is that you know that you need to focus on. You're going to focus a lot better when you're not bedrotting. I'm not shaming you for that. We all do it. Okay? But really just accepting that for this transformation to happen, that you have to really admit that to yourself first so you can actually get through with it. Okay? But that's the message for you, Taurus. Thank you so much.